Greetings. Welcome back to my reading of the King James Version of the Bible. Today we are on Genesis chapter 7. And the Lord said unto Noah, Come thou and all thy house into the ark, for thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation. Ooh. Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by sevens, and the male and his female, and of the beasts that are not clean by two, the male and his female. Of fowls also of the air by sevens, and the male and the female, to keep seed alive upon the face of all the earth. For yet 7 days, and I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. And every living substance that I have made will I destroy from the face of the earth. And Noah did according unto all the demands, unto all the Lord commanded him. And Noah was 600 years old when the flood of the waters was upon the earth. And Noah went in, and his sons, and his wife, and his sons' wives with him into the ark, because of the waters of the flood, of clean beasts, and of beasts that are not clean, and of fowls, of everything that creepeth upon the earth. There went in 2 and 2, Noah into the ark, the male and the female, as God had commanded Noah. And it came to pass after 7 days that the waters of the flood were upon the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, the 17th day of the month, the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened. And the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. And the selfsame day entered Noah, and Shem, and Ham, and Japheth, the sons of Noah, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons, with them into the ark. They and every beast after his kind, and all the cattle of their kind, and every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth after his kind, and every fowl after his kind, and every bird of every sort. And they went in unto Noah into the ark, 2 and 2, of all flesh, where is the breath of life. Oh, man. Sorry. I had a bug assault me. Alright, so Noah unto the ark, where's the breath of life. Alright, here we are. And they that went in male and female of all flesh. God had commanded him, and the Lord shut him in. And the flood was 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased and bare up the ark. It was lift up above the earth, and the waters prevailed, and were increasingly great, and increased greatly upon the earth. And the ark went upon the face of the waters, and the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth, and all the high hills that were under the whole heaven were covered. 15 cubits upward did the water prevail, and the mountains were covered, and all flesh died that moved upon the earth, both of fowl, and of cattle, and of beast, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, and every man. All in whose nostrils was the breath of life, and all that was in the dry land died. And every living substance was destroyed, which was upon the face of the ground, and both man, and cattle, and creeping thing, and the fowl of the heaven, and they were destroyed from the earth. And Noah only remained alive, and they that were with him in the ark. And the waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days. Alright. I feel like this chapter is pretty straightforward. It's a story of how Noah gathered the animals and got into the ark. People say it's unrealistic to host 2 of every animal on the planet, but once again, depends how literally you take Genesis, because theoretically he's just taking like 2 of every subcategory, couple of different types of dogs and cats and lizards and cow and whatever. You know, enough to repopulate, and then for those to diversify from there. You know, he didn't necessarily have one of or two of every species that exists on the earth today. In fact, like, you know, there's a bunch of species that exist now that didn't exist thousands of years ago. So you know, when thinking about the realisticness of the ark, we're talking, this is probably a much longer time frame than you're probably thinking, as far as like the recovery from that. And you know, it's a significant genetic bottleneck. So I think it's safe to say that, like, the events in Genesis are actually very, very ancient. Some of the oldest ideas that humans have.